Hundreds of Victoria University students and members of the public marched through Wellington today calling for the government to suspend its contracts with controversial law firm Russel McVeagh. The firm, which provides legal services to the government, is in the spotlight over serious allegations of sexual misconduct levelled at two senior lawyers at its Wellington office 2 years ago, and separate revelations of alcohol-fuelled sex in a boardroom. Katie Scotch was there as the protesters made their way down one of the capital's busiest streets, where lawyers met them demanding change. And now.
Russell McVeagh assaulting people's not okay. Russell McVeagh assaulting people's not okay.
Students dressed in black and waving banners chanted as they marched to Russell McVeagh's Wellington office. They were protesting against sexual harassment and violence towards students, interns and graduates in the legal profession, which law student Bethany Patterson says has been going on for far too long.
You hear about these kind of things all the time at law school, and I think there's been a lot of tension bubbling under the surface that people have wanted to speak up about it, but until something comes to the public, you can't talk about it if it's not your story, and you want to respect the rights of those victims. And I feel like now we have an opportunity to say that we want the culture to change.
Outside the firm's office, university student leaders read a list of harassment examples and asked protesters to yell "Me Too" if they had experienced such harassment.
Have you ever been asked way too personal questions about your sex life?
Me too!
Been told that, oh, that's just how he is when you mention someone's inappropriate behaviour.
Me too!
Victoria University student leaders presented a list of demands, including calling for the government to suspend all Russell McVeagh's public contracts until their external review is completed, and for all legal firms to improve the way they deal with sexual assault and harassment. Former lawyer and City Councillor Fleur Fitzsimons supports the calls.
The to-do list has clear objectives that law firms and others can take to eliminate sexual harm and sexual violence in our community. That is possible. Every aspect of sexual harassment and sexual violence is preventable, and we can achieve this, and we have to achieve this.
In the past month, all 6 of the country's law schools have cut ties with Russell McVeagh, a point Victoria University's Vice-Chancellor Grant Guilford reiterated before the march. He says the march clearly shows the university won't stand for sexual harassment.
People are abusing their power, they're not taking responsibility, they're not showing empathy and compassion for the victims of these assaults. And I think they also underestimate it, the impact it has. Just sort of marginalise it as some sort of innocent behaviour when in fact it's very, very damaging. So we've got to get out there, we've got to make the statement that it matters, and getting out in the streets one way of doing that.
Earlier today, Women on Boards, a group promoting diversity in boardrooms, cancelled the firm's sponsorship of a major prize giving. Russell McVeagh's management said it won't be commenting until its external review is completed. For Checkpoint, call Katie Scotch at 10A.